Hello my TPDs, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a different video. We're going to be talking about Notion. This is going to be more of a lifestyle kind of video, sharing all of the reasons why I love Notion and how it got me organized. So if you enjoy these kinds of lifestyle organizing videos, be sure to give this one a thumbs up so I know. And don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So today I wanted to share with you guys why I am loving Notion, what Notion is, how it's helpful for me, and just all of its goodness. Let's go ahead and hop in. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. This video is not sponsored in any way, by the way. I just wanted to throw that out there. Up until this point on my channel, I'm not doing sponsored videos. That may change in the future, but when this is recorded, I'm not sponsored. But I actually found out about Notion through, her name is Catherine June. I think that Notion, along with her lifestyle kind of organizing, plus the iPhone iOS 14 update video, I think that really boomed her channels. I will link her channel down below. Go ahead and follow her. She really is great and very inspiring to getting into more lifestyle kind of videos. She actually did a video on this, and some of the things I have are very similar to hers. Some of them I borrowed just to kind of help create my Notion and get it started, because to be honest, when you start using this, it is kind of confusing and there's not a whole lot, I feel like, that helps you understand really how to use it. She was incredibly helpful in learning how to kind of use this program. But Notion is like an all-in-one workspace. So it's like stuff for home, stuff for work, stuff for if you have YouTube content. You can track projects, there's lists, there's trackers if you're trying to, for example, I have an EMDR tracker here on my Notion that tracks my hours until I can become certified. There's so many things that you can do with Notion, and it can feel a little bit overwhelming to get started. But if you're like me and you really want something to help organize your life, I have gone from using planners for years and years and years to, you know what, I don't even need it anymore because I have Notion. So I've completely switched over to using this compared to a planner. I still do like to write down some things like notes to get done for the day, but most of the things I switched over to Notion. I will go ahead and show you what my Notion looks like. Here is what my Notion looks like. I start off with a dashboard. So this is kind of like my home page. This is what opens up when I open my Notion. It has different sections on here that help identify what I want to get done or what I want to check in on every single day. So how you do this is you can come over here and have all of these different pages. Now, if you want to make a new page, you can hit something like templates. It has tons of different things that are already preset in here that you can click from and use it. And then voila, it is a brand new page. If you wanted to add a page, there's a little button down here called Add a Page. It opens a brand new one. You can title it however you want to. These are kind of confusing, but basically it's just a suggestion of what you could do with this page. I always start here, empty with icon. I like to have this little icon button. You can change it if you want to be kind of silly, I don't know. And then it'll show up on the side with that little icon. So it helps you kind of identify quickly just by looking at the icon what pages you have here. You can also add a cover photo, kind of like MySpace did at one point. It kind of reminds me a little bit of MySpace, but a better version. And then you can reposition it. That is my new page. If you wanted to add, you move your clicker down here to the content area and you see these two little guys pop up. You can either just start typing, or you can add here, and these are the list of templates they already have. So that you have a to-do list, you have different headings depending on how big you want your text. You can create a bullet list, a numbered list. You can add a quote. So if I want to say hi, my name is Kate, I don't know why name is capitalized. You can hit the return button and add another little area. You can add a divider, link to a page. You can add an image. You can really add anything anything that you want that is in this section. If you come back up to dashboard, all I did was add a page down here, come up to, and then name it dashboard, add this little icon, add this cover page. You can find your own, you can upload your own, or Unsplash has a ton of them that you can choose from as well. And so I started mine with a quote. So it says, and all at once, summer collapsed into fall. I'm planning on changing this as the seasons change. So when winter comes around, I will update it to a winter quote, and then also a different winter cover page as well. So you scroll down a little bit, and I know it looks really cool. I was like mind blown at how to do this, but you see these are just different lines like we made before in the video page. So I have my dashboard set up into daily. These are links to the following pages on the side. So you can click them, for example, and it will pop up and go to that page. I have my daily things to check in on, and then I also have my intentions. I took this from Catherine Dune. I really love this, and it's actually been very much changing my day, I think. I had positive energy here, and then these questions down here are in my 5-minute journal. I used to journal like handwritten, but this makes it so much easier. You can log in from anywhere onto your Notion page and type in your journal prompts. It's very quick. It really takes less than 5 minutes. So here are all of the questions that come from the 5-minute journal. I'm grateful for, what would make today great, daily affirmation, 3 things that happened that are amazing, and how could I have made today even better. These 2 I also took from other videos where I changed the color of the font to be a little different than the first 3, because these first 3 questions are in the morning, and then these 2 are at the end of the day. So kind of like wrap up questions. Then I had down here this week highlights. I haven't done this yet. These are also questions that like each week I can go through. And if I wanted to say like one magnificent thing that happened was I got really yummy peppermint coffee this morning. So I can go in, and then each week I can kind of like wrap up the week by adding something in here. So for example, I'm going to show you just really quickly how to do this on a blank page. So if you wanted to add a block, you can add text, say daily, you highlight it, and then this automatically pops up. You hit this button, and it says color. So you can either change the color of the actual font, like if you wanted it yellow, you could change it yellow, or you can add a background, which is what I did before. So daily. So there you go. That looks very similar to what I have here. How you bold it is you put 2 stars before and after, and then it turns it to bold. If you want to italicize it, it's just 1 star. There you go. So it's 1 star before and after, or 2 stars before and after. So then I can come down here to the next section, add in my intentions, exactly like how I did on my dashboard. I didn't do this right. Intentions. There we go. I'm gonna come here, change the background to gray, and then what you can do is you can actually drag and move this. So I dragged it over here at the end of the daily section, and it makes 2 different separate sections. So now you can type over here, and you can type over here. You can also make a to-do list, a heading, you can make whatever you want. And if you just want to delete it, you come over here to little dots and say delete. So that's a little bit how to maneuver this section. So if we come back here up to my dashboard, I have my weekly agenda, my 5-minute journal, thoughts, which is kind of like notes, my books. I do track my books, my content, which is YouTube, and then work. So then again, I have my highlights down here. I don't really spend a whole lot of time on my dashboard. I really should, but I just quickly kind of know where to go on the side. So if I come in here and look at my weekly agenda, okay, let's see. By the time this is up, I think that most of these will already be up. Okay, you're getting a little bit of a look at like videos ahead, just a little. So I have my weekly agenda here. This is kind of like a planner. So again, I used the bold, like the stars on front and stars behind, to do this week. And then this is a quote. I like to change this quote every single week. This week it's slow down, trust the process. And then my main quote up here is stay positive, work hard, make it happen. And then again, you can change your cover photo, your little icon, whatever you'd like. This one backlink, it means that it's linked on your dashboard page. So for example, if you wanted to link to another page, I'll show you how to do that really quickly, like I did in my dashboard, these links. If you were curious how to do this, come down here. I'm gonna make a new block. I hit the plus button and this brings up all of the different blocks or different templates you could use. What I did is I did link to a page. So I can now, it pulls up all of my pages that I want. So if I wanted to link to books, there we go. So now when I click this, it takes me to my books page. So that's a little bit how to do these, why they look this way. So again, down to my weekly agenda, I have Monday, and then this little dash is actually another section. See how it says Monday and it has a line underneath it right here? You can do that here. So you click the plus, go down to divider, and that is your little divider line there. I have Monday, fresh start, and then I have a to-do list. If I click this, it brings up another to-do, and then I can just cross it off as I do them. So I have my Monday to-dos, my Tuesdays to-dos, my Wednesday. Tuesday is you got this. Wednesday, because Tuesday is like the hardest day of the week for me. Wednesday is hump day, because that's exciting. And then Thursday, almost there. You're like so close to Friday. And then Friday is like weekend vibes. I'm already in the weekend mood when it comes to Friday. And then Saturday, I had, oh my gosh, so many things that I did. So I crossed all of them off. Basically, it was cleaning our house. Saturday, I put have some fun, because I just think that that's important to remember when you are planning out your week. And then I have a Sunday relax and relax. Okay, that's not what it's supposed to mean. Rest and relax. There we go. I have my Sunday rest and relax. Make sure that this is kind of a down day where I can get stuff done that I need to before the week. And then I have my morning ritual and afternoon ritual. I try to do this every day. It's kind of hard to remember because it's all the way at the bottom, and I really think I need to like kind of redo this a little bit. But I like the idea of having a morning ritual. I really like to stretch my body a little bit. I put on some really calming music from my app Insight Timer. Yeah, so I really like to put on some really calming music or do some meditating. That's another piece that if you want me to talk more about in another video, I'm happy to dive into it because I have been doing that more and really noticed a difference in my mental health. So if you're wanting to get into mindfulness or meditation, let me know that. I will be happy to do another video talking about that. But then afternoon ritual, I try to check in on my Notion every day just to make sure that I am like doing what I said I was going to do in my weekly agenda, have some kind of transition time once I get home. As a social worker, it's really important to have some kind of like ritual that you transition out of work mode because it's really easy to take your work home in your brain. So then I come over here, I have my thoughts page. I just had on my mind right here, I just did like a little space in between each of the letters to be, you know, aesthetic and stuff. So then I have my brain dump. Again, this is a header of a block. So when I click over here, it's one of these, the header 1, header 2, or header 3. I don't remember which one it was. And then I have a line here and it's notes and lists. So again, this is another like link to a page. So if I come down here, there's these pages right under it. So if I have lists down here, I haven't really had a list yet because I make lists other places. But then I also have my notes page that I like to jot down notes. If I don't really have a pen and paper, it's easy to pull this up on my phone and just type away. Then I have my 5-minute journal, which I was saying are these questions up here. These I am grateful for, what would make today great, daily affirmation, 3 amazing things that happened, and how could I have made today even better. So I just label it with the day that it is, and I'm trying to keep track of, I'm trying to like look at this as like a mood tracker as well. In the corners you can see I have labeled these with different emojis depending on how I'm feeling. Again, if you are wanting more in depth of how I made this page, I am happy to do another like in detail video, but I think that for the sake of, you know, how long this video is already gonna be. I just basically made a new page, and then you can add a little description here. It says set your intentions and daily affirmations for the day. Start the day off on a positive note. This is just a really good way to check in with yourself, see how the day is going, and just to have a little bit of time for yourself in the midst of your day. So then you come down to content. This is my YouTube. So again, I did that thing where I pulled milestones over next to YouTube and made it a split section. So you have YouTube, ideas dump, and projects, and then I have milestones, subscriber count, and Instagram. So again, these are links to pages that are within this page. So ideas dump, I really liked how Catherine June actually like organized hers. So I took the headers that she used for hers and I added them here. And again, this is just changing the background color behind the text. So I have makeup, lifestyle, home, and vlogs. These are just some ideas as they come up. I want to make sure that I can jot them down for future videos. And then I come back and I hit content. This brings me back to the previous page. And I go to projects. This is how I keep together my filming list and filming schedule. This is kind of difficult to explain. This is what probably took me the longest time to figure out, but it's just a chart. So if I come down here to my video, my weird wonky video page, I can come down here and make my own table. So if you search down here for table, it makes a table for you. It's the same thing that I did. So like I can see like content. This is how you change your view. You can make it a board, a calendar, a list. But I'm gonna keep it a table. Then you name the table. You can have tags. So like YouTube, it'll create a tag for you. Files, you can add other columns, make it a date. And then this would prompt you with a date. There's just a bunch of different like columns that you can make in a table. So that's all I did for the projects section. These are all of my videos that have already gone up. I have a YouTube section and an Instagram section. So Instagram reminds me of like which pictures to post on Instagram at a certain time, whether they align with a video or not. And then I also have my YouTube, so the videos that I'm planning. And then down here, as you can see, like I have Golden Gate Instagram photo that already went up, so I can change it from planning to completed. And then this asks if it's published, so then I hit yes. So I'm going to change it back to planning and it's not published. But as you can see, this is how I keep things organized. Then on my content page, I also have subscriber count. So this is just looking at kind of where I have been. The last time that I looked at this was September 25th. And then I also have my Instagram growth. I definitely want to grow my Instagrams. And then I have work. Work is specifically for my job. I just have a quote here. It says, calm isn't the point. Connected to self during any and every experience is the point. Can a child learn how to be with themselves when they're anxious, scared, happy, angry, or sad? That's the point. And it's by Lisa Dion. She is someone that I look up to so much. I take so many of her trainings if I can. In the therapy world, she's great. So I just had this quote here. Then I had links to pages as well. So I have my work to-dos. I have my terminology for documentation, my window of tolerance, fight or flight info, nervous system and regulation, education info, and then my EMDR certification hours as well. So those are, again, just additional pages. I'm not going to go into them just because I don't want to share too much, I guess, information about my work, but that is the work section. And then I have my books 2020. So I have my goal. Again, this is just a numbered list. So this is in two different sections. See how it says 2 backlinks? It's one's on my dashboard and one is here. So that's why it says 2 backlinks. But the goal is 35. And you can add in a goal. Let me just show you how to do that really quickly. I think it was call out. So that was the button right here that I hit just to make a writing stand out. So that's what I hit with the goal. And then I made my goal 35 books. So this is where I'm keeping track of the books that I've read and the months that I've read them. So I actually just finished The Wish Collector. So I'm gonna put that. And then I also have these other books that I want to read for the year. My goal is 35. I don't know if I'm gonna hit 35, but I'm gonna try. Again, you can also look at templates down here. They have design templates, education templates like notes, job applications, tracking your reading list, roommate space if you want. You have a course schedule of different assignments, engineering, there's to-do lists. There's just so many things that you can use on this program. So let's say I wanted to use this task list. I would say use this template and it would come up with something pre-made, and then you can change this to high. And then you can add a new to-do, what you're doing, and then when you're done. So you can like move them between. There's just so many things that you can do on Notion. And the biggest thing that I love is that it has my weekly agenda, my notes, my journal, my YouTube, my work, and my books all in one program. So it really streamlines like being able to get stuff done and your productivity and your organization. Whew, that was a lot of information. So I think that is all that I wanted to cover in this video. Again, I have Notion. They have an app on your phone, so it looks exactly the same as the computer. So here is my dashboard. You can go down, click on different pages. There's my 5-minute journals. Come over here, go to your books. And it's just really, I think, well done. And once you learn how to do it, it's very easy to organize and you can pretty much make any kind of anything that you want. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you do end up checking out Notion, let me know that too. I just am so happy that I found it. Actually, there's not a ton of videos on it. So it was kind of hard to, it took like a couple hours to really set up the way that I want. But I love that you can make pages that are specifically for whatever you need, whether it's work, whether it's YouTube. If you have like a side hobby that you want to schedule, if you want a weekly agenda to remind you of tasks to do every week, it's just so good. So I am so happy that I found it. I've pretty much been using it every single day, and it just has really good reminders. Once you set it up and you have your templates going, it's just updating the actual content within the templates every week. It's not changing the templates. So it's going to take a little bit to set everything up the way that you want. Once you do, I think you're really gonna enjoy it if you do choose to check it out. I don't know if there's a limit on how much you can upload. I think that there is. I have a personal account. It does ask you when you make an account, whether it's for like business or an organization or personal. And I chose personal and it's free. And I've been able to do all of that under the free version. So I hope that they don't make you pay for it in the future. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of an upgraded, better version of Evernote if you've ever used that program as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is Notion something that you'd want to use? Do you find it easy, hard? Like, what are your thoughts about the program? Do you think it'd be helpful to use? I myself have just gotten so much out of it already, so that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.